For millennia, we believed the labyrinth was nothing more than a metaphor, a literary device used to describe the madness of a monster. But what if the myth was actually a memory? Deep in the rugged heart of Crete, archaeologists have just pulled back the veil on a massive 4,000-year-old circular structure that defies everything we thought we knew about the ancient world. This is not a legend. It is a physical, monumental reality waiting to be understood. Welcome to Epic Unseen! Today, we move beyond the tales of King Minos and the Minotaur to uncover a civilization that was far more sophisticated than the myths suggest. We are diving into the recent, award-winning discovery on Papoura Hill, a site that has fundamentally shifted our understanding of Minoan architecture. This isn't just about old stones. It's about the blueprint of a maritime empire that once dominated the Mediterranean through technology and trade. To understand the magnitude of this find, we must first look at the landscape of central Crete. For decades, the Minoans were viewed primarily through the lens of their grand palaces like Knossos. However, the discovery at Papoura Hill reveals a different side of their societal structure. This monumental circular structure suggests a level of centralized planning and ritualistic architecture that was previously undocumented in the Cretan interior, acting as a spiritual or administrative anchor for the region. The Papoura Hill complex is not merely a collection of ruins. It is a masterpiece of ancient engineering, spanning nearly 4 millennia of history. This labyrinthine structure represents a pinnacle of Minoan craftsmanship. The precision of the stone placement and the unique circular geometry suggest that this was a place of immense importance, perhaps a sacred site where the heavens met the earth. It is a physical testament to a people who mastered their environment long before the rise of Rome. The scientific community has taken notice. This discovery was so significant that it was honored with the prestigious Palmyra Award, recognized at the 27th Mediterranean Exchange. This isn't just local news. It is a global archaeological milestone. The award recognizes the profound impact the Papoura site has on our understanding of Mediterranean cultural exchange, proving that the Minoans were not isolated islanders, but architects of a connected, complex world. But architecture only tells half the story. To find the true heart of the Minoan people, we had to look deeper than the stone. We had to look into their very blood. Modern genomic science has allowed us to peer into the past in a way no shovel or brush ever could. By analyzing ancient DNA, researchers have begun to reconstruct the biological identity of a people who vanished from the written record, but left a permanent mark on the human genome. The results of these genetic analyses have sent shockwaves through the field of anthropology. For years, there was a debate about the origins of the Aegean peoples. Were they invaders or locals? The DNA tells a story of continuity rather than conquest. Genetic evidence indicates that the Minoans and the Mycenaeans shared a deep, common ancestry. They were not two separate worlds colliding, but two branches of the same ancient tree, growing from the same roots. The data is staggering. At least 3/4, or 75%, of the ancestry of both the Minoans and the Mycenaeans can be traced back to the very first Neolithic farmers. This means the foundation of Mediterranean civilization was built upon a stable, long-standing population that had mastered agriculture and settled life long before the Bronze Age began. They were the bedrock upon which the great empires of the Aegean were eventually constructed. Furthermore, the genetic lineage of the Minoans reveals a fascinating matrilineal connection. Their maternal DNA links them directly to Neolithic, ancient, and even modern European populations. This suggests a profound biological bridge that spans thousands of years. The Minoans weren't just a flash in the pan of history. They were a vital link in the long, unbroken chain of European human development, weaving their DNA into the very fabric of the continent. This brings us back to the mystery of their disappearance. If they were so deeply rooted, so technologically advanced, and so genetically connected to the land, how did they fade? The Labyrinth of Papoura stands as a silent witness to their peak. Was it a sudden cataclysm, a volcanic eruption, or a massive tsunami that broke their maritime grip? Or was it a slower, more insidious erosion of their power as new, more aggressive forces rose from the mainland? The convergence of archaeological finds and genomic data forces us to rethink the collapse of the Bronze Age. It wasn't just a political fall, it was a biological and cultural transformation. The Minoan identity didn't simply die, it was absorbed. Their technology, their architecture, and their very genes were integrated into the Mycenaean culture and the subsequent waves of Mediterranean civilization. They didn't vanish, they evolved. As we stand on the precipice of new discoveries, the Labyrinth of Papoura serves as a reminder that history is never truly settled. Every new excavation and every new strand of DNA provides a new piece to the puzzle. The Minoans were more than just a myth of a man in a maze. They were a sophisticated, interconnected, and resilient people whose legacy is written in the stones of Crete and the cells of our own bodies. The shadows of the past are long, but they are finally being illuminated. The Lost Labyrinth is no longer a ghost of the imagination, but a cornerstone of our shared human heritage. We are finally learning to read the true story of the Mediterranean, a story of movement, of shared blood, and of incredible architectural ambition. The Minoans are speaking to us once more through the dust and the DNA. If you want to continue journeying through the unseen corners of our history, make sure to subscribe to Epoch Unseen. Join us as we peel back the layers of time to find the truths that have been hidden in plain sight. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a descent into the mysteries of our past. Thank you for watching.